Gemini, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay real good. So today, dear Gemini, I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading for the first week of December. And this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. I will also need to mention that these twin flame readings are very specific. So if you know that you are in that journey, then this video and this message will be for you. Again, please take whatever resonates. Now, dear Gemini, in this twin flame reading, I am going to be taking a look at your twin flame, not your other twin, the other twin. Okay, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main energy and the challenge between you and your twin flame and get some final advice. Okay, so the energy between you and your twin flame, Gemini, is the Three of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you see the King of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Wands and the Fool. So your challenge here with the Three of Wands, Gemini, has a lot to do with distance. Okay, waiting, distance. This talks about that you might be waiting on your twin flame. Your twin flame could be waiting on you. Of course, this is a separation reading. There is this anticipation in the air. There is someone here that's expecting something to happen. I feel like that you and your twin flame could be separated, like geographically as well. This is going to resonate with for some of you. I see here a body of water also for some of you. You could be living either in the East Coast or the West Coast or near somewhere where there is a lot of water. Nonetheless, there is this anticipation for the future. A lot of you are asking yourself this question: if this is my twin flame and I've seen the signs and synchronicities, what's going to happen next? We're going to clarify this challenge and see what is it that you need to know in a moment. In the recent past, dear Gemini, you have the Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So in the recent past, Gemini, I do see here an offer coming in towards your way, a lot of stability. Many of you maybe either were married to this person or were at least planning to marry this person. There was definitely love confession and a lot of love. I see here a desire here and a vision for a power couple dynamic. Okay, we're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Page of Swords, the Judgment, and the Sun. Some of you are dealing with the Scorpio, Leo. I'm getting here another air sign, possibly a Sagittarius, Capricorn. So in the present moment, there is definitely a lot of thinking going on. Okay, some of you are understanding something here in regards to happiness. I feel like that there is this incoming conversation that might happen between you and your twin flame. And remember, we are also during the Mercury retrograde, right? Even though it ends on the 27th of November, there is going to be an after shadow period. So for a lot of you, you have been wanting to talk to your twin flame because a lot of you want to have some sort of clarity. I feel like you still find yourself to be very happy, Gemini. You know, you're a social butterfly, so you find the things that make you happy and you focus on them. However, with the Judgment being on top of your reading, this is telling me that there is some sort of a realization you're having or you're doing a lot of thinking. We're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. In the near future, there is an important turning point of events that's going to happen. And when this situation changes in the near future, there is going to be a brand new beginning and an opportunity for you and your twin flame to embark onto a new journey. Now, at the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with somebody that's a business owner or you are a business owner or there is money involved. Two of Wands and the Fool, okay? Could be cultural differences, but also there is an important decision. A lot of you have been wanting to have a fresh start, brand new beginning, but it's been very challenging because this is a twin flame reading. This is not one of those other general readings that I'm doing on the channel. So use your discernment, please, okay? This is a twin flame reading. So a twin flame reading is very intense. It can promote a lot of spiritual growth. It can trigger a lot of things, and basically, if you're watching this, you already know you're on the twin flame journey. So let's get into reading, dear Gemush, and let's clarify your main challenge and the energy between you and your twin flame. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands. There is distance, Gemini. There is travel. So the Three of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are separated or divorced from this person, or were supposed to get engaged. I do see here that there was a very painful ending. Okay, some situation here ended very painfully between you and your twin flame. I feel like there is a very, very strong energy of a household and family members. Maybe you already were getting to know your twin flame's family members or vice versa. Something here was like going very well, okay? A lot of love. And the challenge here has come for you to really just, there is an unfinished business here. There is a conversation that hasn't happened yet. I think with the Ten of Swords, it's like almost you got all these swords on your back, Gemini, and you have been hurting for a long time and you have been just wanting to kind of make sense because of this unfinished business. Is this something that you should just close up and move on? And I am a very strong advocate of free will. Okay, everyone has free will. Nobody can tell nobody what to do, what not to do. Nobody is tied up to another person. You have the free will. You decide what you want to do with your life. Okay, so for a lot of you, I do see here you wanting to really, you're still waiting. You're still waiting on this person, but there could be a moment where a lot of you are going to say, you know, I'm just detaching and I don't want to be in this energy of constantly expecting anything. Even though you do love this person a lot, but I feel like Gemini, you're finally taking your power back and you don't want to be just sitting there and wasting your time. Okay, and wasting your time watching trashy tarot videos as well. So you got to be very vigilant what you're watching and what content you are consuming, because a lot of the content out there might be detrimental to your manifestations. That's my 2 cents right out there. So in the recent past, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. In the recent past, for many of you, there was an offer that came towards your way, and I think that this relationship and this chemistry and this connection started taking up pretty fast. Okay, and everything was going great. It was kind of unexpected as well. Some of you also were dealing with an Aquarius. I'm getting here Tower as the Scorpio and the Five of Wands. Okay, for a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that ever since you've been with this person, there might have been other jealous people of this relationship or this connection that you have with this person. I feel like for many of you, it might have taken a moment to really distinguish and to really decide if you want to be with this person or not with the Two of Swords. For some of you, you could also have experienced a lot of on and off energy between you and your twin flame, which is very common. That happens with the twin flames. So with the Ten of Pentacles in the recent past, Gemini, it is clarified by the Five of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. You and this person stopped talking to each other because of other third-party situations, or there was some sort of a conflict. Five of Swords is the card of a conflict. It means that there is some sort of an obstacle, okay, argument, competition that might have happened between you and your twin flame. And for a lot of you, like family members could have been involved as well, okay? There could have been a lot of issues in regards to money. I'm getting here divorce might have happened between you and your twin flame as well. Okay, so the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands looking completely different directions, because also there is a Five of Swords. This already indicates and talks about the argument and the conflict that has happened between you and this person. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands for you in the recent past. So the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. A lot of you had to disconnect from this person. I feel like from your twin flame, there was definitely a separation. I do see here you doing a lot of inner work, Gemini. You are someone that you are very much stimulated with the mind. Like I always say, you have a very powerful and a very strong mind. Okay, so for a lot of you, embarked onto a healing journey, because that's what the twin flame journey does. A lot of you stopped dating, stopped going out there and, just, going from one relationship to another. So you did the work. This is talking about an internal healing and a disconnection. What actually it did for you, some of you maybe became very successful nonetheless. I feel like this twin flame journey, Gemini, has really, really shaped your personality and made you look at situations from a completely different perspective and just in life in general. Okay, so because the twin flame journey can be very intense. Now, in the present moment, I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords. It's like there is telepathic communication between you and your twin flame, and there could be a moment where there will be a conversation. Okay, so the Page of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Ace of Swords. So there could be an apology coming in towards you away from your twin flame, possibly in the way of a text message, okay, or a phone call or an email, or maybe they're going to write a letter and tie it up to the pigeon's leg and send it to you, pigeon. So for a lot of you, I feel like there is this heaviness on your twin flame energy. Okay, they feel very much overwhelmed. Something is going on in their life. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, of course, that is your twin flame. This person is being overwhelmed by a lot of burdens in their lives. And energetically, some of you, if you have been feeling unexplained sadness or, just confusion and fog, mental fog, it just indicates that you also might be picking up on your twin flame's journey and their energy, what's going on with them, okay? So there is definitely Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And the conversation here has a lot to do with this separation that has happened. And someone here is making up their mind and they're realizing something here with the Judgment. Let's clarify the Judgment for you, dear Gemini. So the Judgment is clarified by the Three of Swords again, the Temperance and the Chariot. Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy, and the nice Ace of Wands down there. It's not really that thick, but I have different decks that they're actually the Ace of Wands is thicker, which is my favorite. So Gemini, the conversation here that's going to happen between you and your twin flame has a lot to do with this heartbreak and this separation. Three of Swords and then the Temperance. This talks about healing journey. This talks about a separation that's been very painful. The Temperance here is talking about patience. What is it that both of you can do to actually heal this relationship, and with the Chariot move forward? Because the Chariot here, Gemini, talks about moving forward, leaving the city behind you, leaving the past behind you, and moving forward full force and being very focused, okay? So that's what I'm strongly getting here, because I feel like that your person is being very overwhelmed. There is a lot of heavy energy around your person, and you might have also been feeling that way too. But like I said, the Sun, when the Sun shows up in a reading, Gemini, it means that things are going to work out better. It's going to be fine, actually. And then after the Sun in the near future, there is the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is one of the most luckiest, that was grammatically not correct, one of the luckiest cards in tarot, okay? So the Sun, Gemini, is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. It's exactly what I said. First of all, you're heading towards financial abundance. You're becoming very clear on what kind of a house you want to get, what kind of money you want to make, what is it that you really want to do so that it can bring a lot of stability for yourself. There is a lot of change of events happening for you, and I think that since you're dealing with your twin flame, out of the two of you, you have become the one that I'm seeing that you don't lose your focus, you don't lose your vision for what you truly want to do. You might have had a lot of moments where you felt very much down, Gemini, but recently you have been thinking about I need to focus on my happiness, and I need to cultivate this personal happiness for me. You are a happy air sign in general. I feel like for a lot of you, you're just becoming very clear with the King of Pentacles, okay? And that kind of puts you in this detached energy. When you're not checking social media, when you're not trying to force anything, you're not consuming 25 tarot videos a day, you know what I mean? You're becoming very vigilant, okay? You're becoming very confident. You just know what kind of happiness you want to look into. And I will always encourage and advocate for everyone to put the focus on themselves and not put anything or anyone on a pedestal. So the Wheel of Fortune in the near future is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. For a lot of you, there is a cycle here that's going to be closing off. And this cycle here, Gemini, has a lot to do with the Nine of Wands energy. The Nine of Wands here speaks about this wounded soldier. A lot of you have been hurt in the past, very badly, and it's been very debilitating for you, okay? It's been very difficult. But now you're finally, since we're moving into December, we're in the season of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your opposite sign, so you both have that polarity, and that really can be very beneficial for you, okay? Ruled by Jupiter as well, and the Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance, and joy and fun. So that's what also represents here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this talks about abundance, turning points of events for you that's going to be coming up. And I think that I'm seeing here a marriage for some of you with your twin flame in the near future, an opportunity here. But I really want to tap into your twin flame's energy because a little more, because marriage and those things here, I see that in the future. But I want to see what is the intentions that this person, the twin flame, is coming towards your way with the Knight of Cups energy. Okay, because, there is healing that needs to be done. So the Knight of Cups, Gemini, is clarified by the Moon, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like this person has been holding on to their healing journey. They have been holding on to that healing journey a lot recently. This is somebody that you dealt with. This person, and by the way, it's 1:11 p.m. on the clock right now, 1:11, 111. This person that you were dealing with, your twin flame, had some sort of fears. I don't know what kind of fears, but with the Moon, they had a lot of doubts and anxiety, maybe panic attacks. This person had a difficult time committing. They had a difficult time maintaining a relationship. I feel like that this comes from their childhood or from their dysfunctional family dynamic. Now, the way that this person is coming towards your way is, I'm very glad to see that the Four of Swords came out, Gemini. This talks about a healing journey that this person has been on to, okay? They have been healing, they have been focusing on themselves, they have been doing this internal work here with the Four of Swords, okay? And then there is the Four of Pentacles. So this does talk about that this person has been holding on to, maybe you have shared something with your twin flame. You've told them that they need to do some healing. You've told them that they need to do some internal work, and that's what they have been doing. And they're coming in with an offer here with the Page of Pentacles, okay? Page of Pentacles talks about stability. It talks about this grounded energy here that really solidifies, okay, this connection here. And I think that this person is someone that they're either changing a job or like they're becoming financially more responsible. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like that there is going to be an important conversation about rejection and about which direction to take for both of you. They come towards you, there is a conversation, and then you and this person are going to be standing, in front of choices. And I'm glad that those cards showed up because, I'm not sitting here and telling fairy tales to people or feeding delusions. There is real stuff that needs to be dealt with. Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. There is rejection, abandonment wounds that need to be dealt with. And that is a very sensitive and a personal conversation that both of you will be taking in order for you to understand with the Seven of Cups, to clear the confusion. What is the next move? How can we have a brand new beginning here, right? Fresh start with the Ace of Pentacles. What is it that we need to do for both of us to move forward? Because there is an unfinished business and an unfinished conversation that needs to be closed up. This has a lot to do with the people that were involved between you and this person from the past. Toxic friends, family, I'm seeing here some relatives, even co-workers, people who were, or exes who were involved in this situation. And that in of itself, I'm seeing here talking about this painful, the way that things ended between you and them. It's not about putting the fingers on anybody else or trying to, bash each other. This is about really taking accountability and dealing with those issues head on before you both move forward. What is the advice? Let's see, what is the advice for Geminis? So Gemini, you have the Seven of Swords, the Temperance, and the Hanged Man. So your biggest piece of advice here, dear Gemini, has a lot to do with you and this person, your twin flame, being able to identify the lies and the deceptions and clear the air. Because obviously there is some trust issues that you and this person had together. The Temperance and the Hanged Man, that is amazing. You see, they're both of their heads are being eliminated, okay? So that means seeing the situation from a completely different perspective, the Hangman especially. And that talks about healing journey along with the Temperance, alchemizing this situation, turning this pain into power and allowing this situation to evolve in a way and to really see what is this situation teaching us, both of us. Because as twin flames, there is a lot of mirroring going on. You feel the same way, they feel the same way, but because also you have free will, you embark onto a different personal path of healing journey and they embark onto a different path of healing journey. But when both of you come together, right, from this distance and want to work things out together, then that is also going to bring up a lot of conversations to talk about, to finish, and to discuss. Strong Sagittarius energy here as well. So this has a lot to do with really just seeing the good side of the story, the good side of the things. Even though it might have been very tumultuous and very difficult, there is always an exit. There is always a way out, okay? So Gemini, this is your advice. And I'm going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle card here for you. I pulled this for everyone else, so I'm going to pull for you as well. What is the relationship advice for you? Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Hold on a second. We're gonna choose this one. Okay, so you have number 2, and it says yin. And number 2 is the number of alignment. It is the number of soulmate as well, and twin flame according to your situation. Yin and then yang, right? So these two complete one another. So let's see what is the relationship message here from number 2. Thankfully, there are not long messages. It's very short, a few sentences. So Gemini, relationship message. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised, right? So this is about, really seeing the actions showing up. If this person talks about the healing journey and they come towards you, your twin flame, then there is the other side of the story, which is about seeing their actions matching their words, okay? So Gemini, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Happy holidays. Love you so much. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.